Hello everyone, my name is Cami and welcome to my channel Key to Disney and welcome to day 20 of Vlogmas 2021. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. On my channel, we do mainly Disney content with a sprinkle of Bath & Body Works, but in today's video, we are going to be organizing my Disney pin collection. I have a lot of pins that don't fit on my pin boards anymore, so I did go out to the store to get some more pin boards for my pins. There we go. And I had a pin board that's too thin, so I needed to get a new one because all the pin posts stick out the back. And then I also have some pins in my collection that I'm going to give to my boyfriend to make him a little pin board because I think he would enjoy some of these pins more than I enjoy in my collection. Excuse the face. Did not have time to get ready today, but I wanted to get this video filmed because I need to organize my collection. So the first little collection I have is Winnie the Pooh. So this is what the pin board stands like right now. I have gotten so many different pins lately that I have tons of them just in a box that need to be put on here. So not much is probably going to be changing with this pin board. I really like this pin board. I think I got it on Amazon for like 12 bucks, and it is thick enough so that the pins don't poke out the back. And my next pin board, which I'm so sad about, but this is unfortunately the one that has an issue with all the pin posts sticking out the back, and it's really just a big pain in the butt. So I am changing this pin board, but this is my princess pin board, you guys, and I really loved how it had like the little framing on here, but honestly I've outgrown this pin board anyways. I did pick up a completely different pin board for my princess pin collection. And moving on to just like my giant board of randoms, we have this one. I do have a separate pin board that I'm going to be putting my Christmas pins on, including my snowman collection and maybe another collection from here. And I got so many miscellaneous pins, but here is this giant pin board, which I also got off of Amazon, which is amazing. Okay, moving on to the boards that I have purchased for this video. I purchased this one from Target. I like purchasing them in store so I can see how thick they are, and this one looks like it's going to be thick enough for pins, and if not, it at least has like the little lip here so I won't stab myself, so I can grab onto the edges, you know. So I got this one, I think it was like $9.99 or something at Target for my princess pin collection. Honestly, this might not be enough, but whatever. I got this little pin board. It's not a pin board, it's actually a like burlap canvas thing. I think I'm gonna put my boyfriend's pins on here. I don't have an extra cork board for him, but I figured this would work a-okay for the pins that he has. And then I did go to Target and I got like these little like hexagon bulletin little tile things. These are really thick. I have a feeling I might have to get more of these in the future. I think it was like $12 for 3 of them, which is a pretty good deal. So yes, these are my little pin boards. I think I'm gonna do like a little time lapse of me organizing them. I'm going to show you my organized pin collection. Okay, so I just got all the pins off of my random pin board. I'm gonna put this to the side because I'm not gonna be focusing on this right now. And then, like I said, my Winnie the Pooh thing is not changing. None of these pins are moving to a different board, so I am just gonna leave this the way it is. And then now I'm going to move on to my princess board and take these off. Okay, so I just finished up this pin board, but as you guys can see, look at the back of it. I think it's so funny. I love the frame on it, but unfortunately I just outgrew it, and the pin like cork part was way too thin. So that's my second board cleaned off, my second final board cleaned off. I'm gonna grab this little bucket, which has a bunch of random pins that I've been collecting in hauls in the past little bit, and I am going to be going through these and then starting to lay them out on the table. Alright, so I've got the rest of my pins sorted out. These are my traders, which I'm going to put in this cute little bag. If you guys are interested in trading with me, let me know in the comments down below. I have some pretty cool traders. I think they're pretty cool. But these are just some pins that I have gotten from like live sales and such. And look at this awesome pin that I got from Jake's Disney Afternoon. I think I'm gonna keep this one in the box just because I think it's too cool. And then I have all of these pins that I'm also adding. And then, like I said, I put all my traders in here. So now I'm going to start sorting out my pins. I think I'm gonna look through these for any Winnie the Pooh pins and stick them right on my Winnie the Pooh board. I also have a Christmas pin collection. So the way I'm doing that is if it's a Christmas pin, I don't care if it fits into my other categories, it's going to stay on the Christmas pin board by itself. So like I have a princess like Christmas wreath. I think it would look better on my Christmas and holiday and winter pin board over my princess pin board. You guys, I'm so sad. While I was going through this, I accidentally broke my hockey pin. And like the little part that's a puck fell out and I don't know where it went. Ugh, I'm so sad. So I've got everything sorted. My Christmas pins, my Halloween pins, my Winnie the Pooh pins I've added to my collection recently. My hockey collection, which it's looking small, so I might have missed one in here. My princess pin collection way over there. And then my random pins, which are off camera. You can't really see it, but then those are my boyfriend's pins. I'm going to start, I think, with the Winnie the Pooh pins because those are the easiest just to add on my board. So let's move to that. Okay, I just finished off my Winnie the Pooh board. I will show you guys it closer up at the end of the video. Now I'm going to move on to my Christmas pins and holiday pins. Okay, so this is the finished product of my Christmas collection. It's not the best. I was running out of room. Next, we're going to move on to my boyfriend's pins. I'm just going to kind of throw these on here randomly because he's not really particular. Alright, just finished my boyfriend's pin board. Nothing special, I just kind of slapped him on here and then he can fix them when I see him next. Next, I think I'm just going to... Okay, so here's my dilemma. I'm a little bit worried that all my princess pins are not going to fit on here. And I really don't want to sit here and take all this time to like put them on here if they don't fit. So... I don't know, because I feel like they're not going to fit. there's no way that this is gonna fit on here. So I might put my my random pins on this pin board just because it's a smaller pin board. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, is put my random pins in my hockey collection on here. Okay, my random pin board is done. It looks horrendous. They're random pins. These are just pins that I'm just gonna throw on here that don't fit into my other collection. Okay, so for the first princess pin board, I decided to put all the pins that I have in like the same collection together. I think this looks pretty nice. It's not perfect, but yes, this is what we have for our first princess pin board. Okay, so I wasn't able to fit all my princess pins on this pin board like I wanted to, but eventually I'm going to get more of these little hexagon things and put the rest of my princess collection on it. But for now, I'm just going to put it on the big pin board with my Halloween pins. I have no idea what footage is actually going to end up being used for the collection portion time lapse of me going through all my pins, but I am here to show you the aftermath. So my first collection I'm going to show you is my snowman / Christmas pin collection. The only issue I'm having with this pin board is that it's like a soft cork, so like the pins go flying. But here is my Christmas collection. I'll go a little closer and pan around. There are going to be issues in my pin board. Like, I have a couple Nightmare Before Christmas pins on here that I had to end up moving to my Halloween. It's a mess, but I like the way it looks. I think this one turned out pretty good, but there's not much room for additions to my collection, so I'm sure this will be changed up pretty soon. The next pin board that barely changed, I added 3 pins to it, but my Winnie the Pooh pin collection, I added this Disney Studio Store Hollywood pin, this little baby Winnie the Pooh pin, and then this I'm So Busy pin. Okay, moving on to my boyfriend's pin board. I just threw these pins on here just to get them out of my collection, but I might make this look a little bit neater for him. He really does not care. But here is this one on this like burlap little pin board that I have here. Moving on to my princess pin collection. Oops, just kidding, I lied. Moving on to my random pin collection. We have this board. I didn't even attempt to make it pretty. I just threw pins on here because, yeah. And now that I'm realizing it, the board is technically supposed to go this way, but we're just going to put it this way because that's the way I put them on. But here you go. Here's some close-ups. Moving on to my princess pin collection. I've got this one, which I kind of sorted by princesses. Some princesses are missing because I had to go on my big pin board because I ran out of space. But hopefully soon I can go back to Target and pick up more of these little hexagon-shaped pin boards because I actually really enjoy these. So here's my princess pin collection. If you guys can't tell, my favorite princess is Tiana. But here is this board. I have another princess board, which I tried to do a little bit differently, but these are the pins that I had multiple of in the same collection, if that makes sense. I thought this looked really great. I got my whole entire complete black and white collection. These little hinge pins, I did them like this, like staggered like this, so I could open them all up. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and then I've got a couple of these portrait pins. I've got more of these pins, but I haven't opened up the blind boxes yet. I've got these really fun pins from Hong Kong Disneyland. And then I think this is all of them in this collection besides Snow White, I think. And Belle. Wow, I think I still need more of these. But that's the way I decided to do this pin board. I had them by Princess on my old pin board, but I think it looks better that way. And last but not least, my giant board. We have the rest of my Princess pins right here. It's literally so annoying because there's like 8 pins here that couldn't fit. And then over here, we've got all my Halloween and Nightmare Before Christmas pins. So I'll do a little close-up pan for you guys. Like, you see what I mean? Like, this Haunted Mansion holiday pin probably should have went on my Christmas one as well as this one, but I just didn't have space, so I decided it looks fine on my Halloween pin board. But that is all for me organizing my pin collection. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was like an hour and a half in the making, but it needed to be reorganized. So I was like, you know what, might as well make a video. I feel like people might want to watch this. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, comment down below and what pins you have in your collection. And if you like seeing my face, Disney or Bath & Body Works content, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's free to you and it helps me out so much, and you guys can always change your mind later. Thanks again, you guys, for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Jingle bell.